Our policy is that California should adopt a parental consent statute for minors seeking abortion. We believe this would be a good move for California because one, the teen sex rate is too high and it will decrease if teens need to have parental consent to have an abortion. Nearly half of all 15 to 19-year-olds have had sex at least once. This is a really high number, and also the pregnancy rate among teens in California or in the U.S. is twice as high as that in England and 8 times that of Japan and other developed countries. By age 19, 7 out of 10 teens have had sex. And young people often have sex around age 17. And they don't marry until mid-20s. This exposes them to unwanted pregnancies for nearly a decade. And this is not really good for our economy or for the teen themselves. I believe that part of the reason that teens have sex so freely is because of the fact that they can get abortions easily. So if they get pregnant, they have a back door, a way to get out of it. And they don't need to tell their parents either. They can go to a school nurse and just ask or tell them that they need an abortion, and they'll be sent to a clinic without the parents knowing. And also, birth control does not really help. It's 8% of women who have abortions have never used any type of birth control. That's a really low percentage, meaning that most people who have got pregnant use birth control. So it doesn't really help that much. The existing policy that California has allows a child to go to school and ask to be taken to a clinic to get an abortion without parental consent. This is strange because of the fact that a school nurse isn't even allowed to give a child any type of medicine such as Tylenol or cough drops without parental consent. Minors are only allowed to make medical decisions regarding sex-related issues and emergencies. If the parent has to give consent for all of the medical procedures, including medication, medical treatment, and most other medical, any type of medical treatment whatsoever, they have to give consent from the parent. I think that this should also go for abortions because of the fact that abortions are a major operation. And minors are not allowed to tell a doctor that they can have surgery. So why should they be able to tell a doctor that they can have an abortion? Minors may be too young to, or some say that minors are too young to have children. I believe this as well, but if they end up being pregnant, then I think there are alternatives to killing the unborn child. They can put the child up for adoption, or have someone else take care of the child for them. The fire department actually will take in any unwanted child, so a mother doesn't have to take it anywhere and tell them that they want to put up for adoption. All they have to do is leave it to the fire department, and the fire department will take care of it. So I don't think that killing a child is the correct answer to an unwanted pregnancy. Also, number 3, the number one reason that teens that do not participate in sexual activity is because they are scared of being pregnant. Then I believe that if abortions for a teen are made harder to get, then fewer teens will have sex because of the fact that they'll have a hard time getting an abortion. And oftentimes the teen doesn't want their parent knowing that they have a child. 94% of teens who do not have sex besides weight because of fear of being an unwanted pregnancy. And so that shows that if teens can't do anything about an unwanted pregnancy, then fewer would have engaged in sexual activity.